In the same book of Genesis chapter 6, verse 7, so the Lord said, I will whip mankind, whom I have created from the face of the earth, men and animal and creature that move along the ground and bird of the air. For I am grieved that I have made them, but no upon favor in the eyes of the Lord. This is the account of Noah. Now, Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight and was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the house. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make a room in it, and cut in with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 450 feet, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Make a rope for it and finish the ark to within 18 inches of the top. Put a door in the side of the ark and make a lower, middle, and upper deck. I am going to bring flood water on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant with you. But I will establish the ark, you and your son and your wife and your son wife with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of creation that move along the ground, will come to you to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you, for them. Now, did everything just as God commanded him. The Lord then said to Noah, go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you righteous in this generation. Take with you a 7 of every kind of clean animal, a male and it is mud, and 2 of every kind of unclean animal, a male and it is mud, and also 7 of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kind alive throughout the earth. 7 days from now I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will whip from the face of the earth every living creature I have made. And now Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood water came on the earth. And Noah and his son and his wife and his son's wives entered the ark to escape the water of the flood. Pair of clean and unclean animal, of birds and of all creature that moves along the ground, male and female, came to Noah and entered the ark as God had commanded Noah. And after the 7th day, the flood water came on the earth in the 600th year of Noah's life. On the 7 days and 17 days of the 2nd month, on the On that day, all the spring of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth for 40 days and a fortnight. On that very day, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, together with his wife, and the wife of his 3 sons, entered the ark. They had with them every wild animal according to its kind, and all livestock according to their kind, and every creature that moved along the ground according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, everything with wing, pair of all creatures that the breath of life in them came to Noah and entered the ark. The animal going in were male and female of every living things, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. For 40 days the flood kept coming on the earth, and as the water increased, they left it, the ark high above the earth. The water rose and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. They rose greatly on the earth and all the high mountain, and the entire heaven were covered. The water rose and covered the mountain to a depth of more than 20 feet. Every living thing that moves on the earth perished, but livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swim over the earth, and all mankind, everything on the dry land that at the breath of life in its nostril died. Every living thing on the surface of the earth was wiped out. Men and animals, and the creatures that move along the ground, and the birds of the air were wiped from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark. And the waters flooded the earth for 150 days. But God remembered Noah and all the wild animal and the livestock that were with him in the ark, and the livestock that was with him in the ark. And he said, a wind over the earth, and he sent a wind over the earth, and the water receded. Now the spring of the deep and the floodgate of the heaven had been closed, and the rain had stopped falling from the sky. The water receded steadily from the earth. At the end of the 150 days, the water had gone down, and on the 17 days of the 7th month, the ark came to rest on the mountain of Ararat. The water continued to recede until the 10th month, and on the first day of the 10th month, the top of the mountain became visible. After the 40 days, Noah opened the window he had made in the ark, and sent out a raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the water had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground. But the dove could find no place to set its feet, because there was water over all the surface of the earth. So it returned to Noah in the ark. He reached out his hand and took the dove and brought it back to himself in the ark. He waited 7 more days, and again sent out the dove from the ark. When the dove returned to him in the evening, that there is in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the water had receded from the earth. He waited 7 more days, and sent the dove out again.